Hey guys, just the stories of the day. Don't forget to push the like button to do the troll's head in, because he keeps putting daft things up saying and making these stories up. So I'm just going to keep doing. I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to bow down to the bullies. So we're going to keep going. So when I used to work in Darlington, a bit of food on my thing up there, I feel like. When I worked in Darlington, I worked in a door with a man called Brian Flaherty. And there was another like Mark Epstein, that was his name. And Paul Epstein used to work in the gym. When I did the the £2,000 leg press, he was there. Jock, Kev Kilty, Mark Johnson, Ali Johnson, Adish, all the lads in there. Little Jock was a good lad. He seen me training there, and we also went in. There was me, Lee Duffy, and Craig Howard went in. And Lee couldn't believe, because I was benching 6 plates each end on the Smith machine, and everyone in the gym just stopped to watch. Used to do that then. Go on, and I got 6 full reps on my own, and I got a touch of Craig for another 4 reps, and Lee was like, I couldn't believe it, because Lee was benching three plates each end, which was like 620s each, 320s each end, 6 plates, but I had 12 20s on. That's how strong I was in them days. But yeah, just a little story there. But yeah, so we were in there and we worked there, but Paul used to work there, Paul Epstein, and his brother Mark. So I was working on the door at Spennymoor, and he had a fight with a bloke, and this bloke was walking by, and he Jack the lad, blonde hair, tanned up. I was on the sunbed, 15 stone, and I went, just going to go upstairs, went like that, clapped my hands together, like that. And he went, "But you don't hurt yourself there, son." Who are you fucking talking to when you're young? I was only about 22. You know, so it was one thing for sure, you couldn't hurt me. So now we didn't. But on where we worked on the door there, on that door, there used to be a bit of a slant, like that. So anyway, the lad stood there, and he's got about 5 or 6 lads with him, and they've come out of the club. They're going to go somewhere else. So he was gone. I thought he's going anyway. So he said something else, and I went, "Here, who you fucking coming then, you fucking wanker?" So he's come forward, running at me, and he's jumped. He's like throwing these daft fucking punches nowhere near me, fucking miles off. He's coming now. I've went out with my right hand, and he's moved. I've moved him to move, like I threw a feint with the right, so he's moved over there and went and bang with left hook, caught him. Spot on the chin here. You don't hurt your hands if you catch feet, and that's why I didn't like throwing straight punches as much, because you hurt your hands. If you hit the money here, or you throw a right uppercut, you hit it right on the bottom of the chin, you don't hit your hands as bad. So anyway, I've caught this left hook, it was like a peach. I hit him, knocked him, hit the floor, bang, but his head hit the floor. And with him having blonde hair, the blood was just pouring down the street. You could see it coming out of his head. I thought, fucking, I've killed him. So what they've done is, they went, "Come on, get in." So they got me in the club, John Black and them, get upstairs. So we goes in the club. Anyway, I hid in a big freezer, and they put all these burgers and fucking stuff on top of me. Anyway, the cops come, fucking ambulance come, and everything, this bloke fucking ran up them in the fucking freezing upstairs. Anyway, the fucking people in the kitchen do cooking and all that. I'm in the fucking freezer with all the stuff on me. And big, you know, the big massive fucking chest freezers, huge they were. So I'm in there. Anyway, the fucking cops looking at him talking. He's going, "Yeah, there's no one in here, mate." He said, the lad who hit him didn't work on the door. He was just a fucking punter. He'd come in, he had a few drinks. He was arguing with somebody else earlier on, he said, in the toilets. He's a big lad, he said, but he doesn't work here. He's not a doorman. He said he just was one of the customers. He said he's not from round here. He's not from Spennymoor, but he comes in now and then. There's no doorman in here. Anyway, they went. I fucking breathed over the moon. So anyway, I comes out. Anyway, the cops were down the road and at the other end. Anyway, somebody got me in the back of somebody's van. So like a little works van, he got me in the back of that van. He said, "Look, come and stay at mine." This lad, he was from that area where we were at. So stayed at his anyway, goes to his house, stayed there, and slept on the settee. Me and his missus went to bed, because his missus always should come to the club. I got on with me, see. So anyway, someone fucking grassed us up. Someone must have told them who took him home. So they're banging at his fucking door. But in them days, the cops used to have to get a warrant off the police. Oh, sorry, no, I'm lying. They used to have to get a warrant signed off a magistrate. But being a Sunday, it's very hard to get. So the local magistrate who was there was out fucking playing golf or something somewhere, miles away or wherever. So they couldn't get him to sign it. So he come to the door and said, "Oh, do you know such and such, out me?" The doorman, he went, "No, I don't know about, mate." He said, "There's no one in here. It's me and my wife and that." He said, "And the kids are out the back in the back garden playing." Anyway, fucking stayed there and I hid anyway. So I phoned John Black, and John sneaked up with Steve Coval, and then they come up to pick me up from Spennymoor. So anyway, I gets in the fucking, looked next door, the neighbours when they were there, I thought they were going to get a warrant. So he said, he knocked on the next door neighbours before they come back because they had a warrant. So the neighbours next door said, oh, we're in here, we're in here. So they let me go next door as well, lovely people. Didn't even know these people. So I waited there, we waited till it was a little bit darker. So John come up and I got over the fence and told me the address because there was no fucking sat navs and all that shit in them days. So anyway, the lad in the van went back down the street and he said, I'll meet you at such and just follow me back up to his house, and I jumped in the back of the van and he took me home. So anyway, I'm working on the door a couple of weeks later. Next minute, fucking police pull up. Brian Cockerill. I said, yeah, you're under arrest for it and such, blah, 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 blah. I can't remember his fucking name now. So anyway, they nicked me and they took me these fucking cells in Spennymoor. And it was like, you know, like gothic, like an old gothic, you know, the old films that you see in the old days, 18, 15, 19 something, or that. It's one of them cells, like white marble walls, like tiles, and big thick fucking, you could see through it. It was like thick glass. You couldn't break it in a million years. It was not that thick. And it was like all squares of this glass that you could see. In the cells were fucking filthy. They were on the floor. And I sat on this fucking mat thing. Anyway, fucking I'm in there. All fucking night they had me until the next day. So Craig Beers come. Bless him, I come all the way from up there. I think he lived up Gisborne, Saltburn, Gisborne, something like that he lived. So he came all the way anyway, he come to see me anyway. I got nipped and took me to the court. So he sort of tell like they bailed me from there to go to court. So I would go to court, and it was in there where he's from, Tony Blair, the MP. That'll come to me. Just on the way up that way, I can't remember the name, but he was there. So anyway, I got bailed to go back to the court. So we went to these courts, and as we go to the courts, it goes in. It's like little units, like little, you know, where weapons huts, where they're building on the road and stuff, and they have like a bit of a unit for people to go in. And they have like a cabin, like a weapons cabin, they're like them. So when you're walking, the building was virtually moving, especially the way to me. Craig was laughing his head off. So he goes in, we sat down, and it was just like little chairs. It was like a kid's classroom, you know, in the old days. So we sat down anyway. He said, oh, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the witnesses never turned up on the day when I got bailed. I went back, and the case got kicked out. No witnesses, nothing. The lad for charges, but he didn't turn up at the court. So I got off with it and got not guilty with it. But if it wasn't for them people being nice and helping us, I'd probably got found guilty for assault on him. But yeah, just a little story in the day. Another one, I went to the doors. So yeah.